palate. So therefore now the entire nasal cavity is separated from the oral cavity oropharynx by the development of number 1 primitive palate, number 2 hard palate, number 3 soft palate. Now all the three structures in the last final diagram we have to show. In the last final diagram we show all the three structures. That is very important diagram which you should always draw and never miss that diagram. And that will be, we are viewing the diagram from below. That diagram will be viewed from below. Please draw alongside with me. This is how we show the entire diagram. This will be the palate. Please draw this. Now here we draw a Y-shaped demarcation. From this Y-shaped demarcation, we will show here that this much portion which I draw complete with yellow color, this will be palatine process of maxilla. This will be palatine. Here 3/4 of hard palate. What is this triangular piece of bone which is lying anteriorly? Here I will put green color. Please note down, please draw. This is very important diagram. This will be known as, here if I put this markings, simply markings, and I will note down this as primitive palate. So primitive palate fuses with the two palatine processes of maxilla anteriorly and posteriorly. Now posteriorly there will be overhanging posterior 1/4 and that will develop into soft palate. We know that posterior 1/4 of the palatine process of maxilla will fuse, but they will not fuse with the caudal end of nasal septum, so it will be projected as soft palate. Now we come to this Y-shaped suture. This hard palate Y-shaped suture, here this is an important point. Anteriorly the two limbs of Y will separate where the fusion of primitive palate with the palatine process of maxilla is there, and these lines will intersect between the lateral incisor and canine. That means we show here, if we show here with the orange color I will show, if we show here, how many incisors are there? 2 incisors are there. So therefore on either side, this is 1 and here I will show here as 2. So this will be, this entire structure will be 1, this will be 2, here also 1, and this will be 2, second incisor. So I will darken this and I will show these incisors. On either side of midline there will be 2 incisors, medial and lateral incisor, medial and lateral incisor, and here there will be canine, the canine teeth. At this level there will be canine teeth. So please draw this and mark it as at the junction of lateral incisor and canine, this Y-shaped suture will be there. That is the, it will mark the junction between primitive palate and the palatine process of maxilla, hard palate. And here we mark this as incisor and this we mark it as canine. So therefore it is a Y-shaped suture between the primitive palate and the hard palate, which is developed by the two palatine process of maxilla. This primitive palate in future in adults in the base of the skull, it will be represented as incisive fossa. Remember this, we have discussed in tutorial. So this is the place where incisive fossa will be present and it is known as primitive palate, and it is also called premaxilla. It will be known as premaxilla, and the line will be at the junction of lateral incisors and canine. So on either side of midline, 2 incisors and 1 canine. In between this line is there. This diagram is very important. Now here This is how the entire palate is formed. And remember, this two palatine process of maxilla will be ossified in membrane. It is an intramembranous type of ossification. Now we come to anomalies. Now in anomalies, only one anomaly you have to note down, cleft palate. Please note down. That cleft palate is because of non-union of the two palatine process of maxilla with each other as well as with the premaxilla. And if we want to show the cleft palate, if I just show the cleft palate over here, it can be unilateral or it can be bilateral, either unilateral or bilateral. So therefore, here in this hard palate, sometimes we show that in unilateral there will be fusion of only one side palatine process of maxilla along with the one side. This will be known as premaxilla. Will happen? Fuse, it will remain open. So therefore, one side palatine process of maxilla fuses with only one side primitive palate or premaxilla. This is called unilateral cleft palate. Other side will remain open. In case of bilateral cleft palate, what will happen is the two palatine process of maxilla will not at all develop or they will not fuse with each other. So what will happen? The entire oral cavity, nasal cavity will communicate with each other. Only small portion of the primitive palate will remain, and therefore the nasal septum will be hanging in the oral cavity. That means there will be direct communication between nasal cavity and oral cavity, and that case is called bilateral cleft palate. That means bilaterally these two palatine processes of maxilla have not fused with each other. There will be space here communicating above nasal cavity with below oral cavity. So here we finish the anomaly of the development of palate, that is cleft palate. Thank you very much.